Hey Sworn fam, updating you on our current situation. As of now, we are planning to reopen on May 4th. This is subject to change depending on what the governor has in store for us on Friday, so please keep that in mind. But we have sat down and we have came up with guidelines and procedures that we do plan to follow when we do reopen and run live in-person classes. So first things first, I want to address those who are going to stay at home and continue to do the home workouts. If you are going to stay home and do the home workouts, we are still going to provide you videos, the warm-ups on the videos, and then we will also provide the extra work for you, and that will be sent to you via email. We will no longer be doing these Zoom classes. The only Zoom class that we do plan to keep is the mobility class with Coach Nicholas. So that will be the only Zoom class that we do for the week because we can all use mobility. Now, if you decide that you are going to come in the facility and do our live classes with the coach, we are going to have a strict cutoff of 8 people per class. There will only be 8 people in class. We have measured, taped, and went through the gym to make sure that social distancing was set in place. Now, with that being said, we have taken your surveys into consideration, and we appreciate everybody who has given us their feedback to give us a better idea of where we should go with class times. We have taken everyone's opinion into consideration, so thank you for that. We have determined that we are going to currently run a 5:30 class, a 7:30 class, a noon class, a 4:30 class, and a 6:30 class. The only class that is ran Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be noon. This is specifically for CrossFit. Now, if you are doing Sworn Sweat, we will still run Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:45 in the morning, and the time change for the evening will be 5 p.m. to 5:45. On Saturdays, we are going to run a 8 a.m. CrossFit class and a 8 a.m. Sworn Sweat class. We will also run a 10 a.m. CrossFit class. Now, if you are doing CrossFit, you will be required to enter through the back of the facility through one single door. We will have the garage doors open to make sure that we are getting some airflow in here, but you will be required to enter through the single door we have back here, and we will go over the procedures here in just a second. If you are in Sworn Sweat, you will be required to enter through the front of the facility. Work with us here. We understand that these are not our particular class times that we always run, but this is all new to us, and we are trying to work with with everything that we have right now. So work with us if obviously there is more there's a better turnout for certain times and people request other times, we have the possibility to put in other class times during this time. Now, just remember that all of this is temporary, but things need to be a little bit different just for a little while. So it will be temporary, but this is what we have come up with for now. This will allow us to have that time in between to be able to sanitize and clean and make sure that we have a nice clean facility for you to work out in, making sure that we are going through the guidelines as far as cleaning and making sure that everything is nice and sanitary for that next person to use. So procedures that we are going to be following prior to entering the gym, we are going to the coach will be here ready to go. The coach will call you into the facility. So the coach will come to the back of the door or the front of the door, and they will call you into the facility. One person must enter at a time. Upon your entering, we will take your temperature with a head thermometer that we have. You will be required to go through that process before entering the gym. Now, if your temperature checks out okay, then we will assign you a number and you will be assigned to a box. Each box will have a number. We will designate the numbers for you and you will be assigned to that box. All boxes are 8 by 10 feet and you have plenty of room to move around in them, and they will all be equipped with the equipment you need for the workout for that day. All boxes are 6 feet apart, so we are maintaining social distancing and making sure that we are following those guidelines. And as far as the coaching aspect, we will always be 6 feet away from you. There will be no congregating in class. Once everybody has entered the class, we will shut and lock the door so that nobody will come in during our class times. This is just to prevent any cross-contamination. So we want to make sure that there's no cross-contamination going on. If you are late, we will not allow you into the facility. So please arrive at least 10 minutes early so that way we can get you checked in and get all of that stuff taken care of. Now, once you are in the facility and you are assigned your box, the coach is going to call you one by one and have you wash your hands. You will be required to wash your hands before you can touch the equipment. Once everybody has washed their hands, then the coach will lead you through the warm-up, the workout, and the cool down if there is one for that day. There will be no extra work allowed. There will also be no coming in early and mobilizing. If you usually mobilize before class, you need to do it prior to coming to the gym. There will not be any extra work provided afterwards. So you come in for that hour and then we clean and then you leave. So please expect to at least arrive 10 minutes early and at least stay 10 to 15 minutes afterwards. That is why we have that transition time. If we have any rig work, we have also assigned designated spots for rig spots. You will be allowed to use certain pull-up bars. These spiel bars will not be allowed to be used. We have sectioned off certain pull-up bars and rig space that you can use that are all 6 feet apart to ensure that we do have that social distancing. We are also allowing chalk. We are selling chalk. We are selling half blocks for $5 and you get your own Ziploc baggie with that chalk, and that is your chalk, nobody else's. You bring it in with you. Nobody else is allowed to use that chalk. So that is an option if you really do want chalk with that. Prior to coming into class as well, please make sure you have all of your equipment with you. So if we have double unders, or if you need your lifters, if you need your belt, please make sure that you bring that with you. We are not allowing gym bags to set on the ground. So please make sure you have all of your equipment with you because all of that equipment will be in your square. Signing up for class. We are capping all of our CrossFit classes at 8 people, and we are capping all of our Sworn Sweat classes at 3 people to make sure that we are ensuring that social distancing. You will be required to sign up for which class you plan to attend. It will be on a day-by-day basis. We will no longer, for the time being, allow a week in advance to make sure that we give everybody a chance to come in and work out that want to. So if you are going to come in on a Monday, please make sure you sign up by Sunday. There will be a cap, a time that you have until Sunday night to sign up for class. So please make sure that you are signing up for class on a day-by-day basis. If you do not plan to attend that class, please take your name off and unregister so that somebody else can come in and sign up for class and utilize that space. Once class is finished, please remain in your square. The coach will tell you what to do from there. Please do not congregate near your friends, high fives, any of that kind of stuff. So that way we can make sure we are staying sanitary and clean. When class is over, you will be required to sanitize, clean all of the equipment that you used. You will be required to also wipe down your space, your box that you are in, so that way it is ready to go for the next person in class. Once everything is cleaned and ready to go for that next class, you will be required to wash your hands before leaving the facility, and then we will let you guys out on a one-by-one basis. Those of you who plan to return and have rented out equipment, you will be required to return all of your equipment by Sunday. I will give you guys a more updated time on when we are doing equipment returns, so that way you are not billed the $275 that was on the waiver. So please make sure to have all of that equipment back by Sunday. Those of you who are planning to stay home and not utilize the in-person classes, you need to email me and let me know that you are staying home by Sunday night, or else we will bill you Monday morning with that $275 fee. So you will be required to email me at the NoreenCrossFitSworn@gmail.com and let me know that you are staying home with your equipment and you will be using the videos to make sure that you are not billed on Monday morning. As always, guys, I'm super excited to have you guys back in the facility. This is a crazy time right now, and we are trying to do the best we can to make sure that you guys come back to a safe, healthy environment. Our biggest priority is taking care of you guys. So please let us know if you have any questions and if there is anything we can do for you.